Hello, welcome to the Texas Lone Wolf channel. Today we're going to discuss the similar to the alpha female who is shying away from the hierarchy, the social sexual hierarchy is what that is. So how many of I did videos on alpha male, beta female, delta female, gamma female, omega female. Now we're going to do one on the sigma female. So what does she do and how does she operate in life? Stay tuned. You do not want to miss this. Okay? You do not want to miss this. Welcome back, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to take a good look at the sigma female. So who is this interesting character? All right. So who is the interesting character? Very interesting, introspective, independent, self-reliant. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig in, shall we? All right. It takes all kinds of things to make the world go round. One of the most misunderstood kinds of people is the sigma female. The sigma female is a lone wolf and a rebel. She doesn't take orders from anyone or anybody, and she dreams bigger than the sky. So who is this woman? Okay? Who is she? All right. Who is the sigma female? So let me go ahead and head back to the article right here. Okay, April 5th, 2023. Crystal Jackson wrote this piece about the sigma female. We're gonna go back to the lone wolf is 16 powerful traits. Next one, all right? Now, we all have heard of the alpha female who sets the trends, steps up to lead. You probably even heard of the beta female who prefer to follow the trends, avoid attention, and she's a shopaholic. But have you heard of the sigma female? Of course, my list of videos on this channel, I got the alpha female, beta female, delta female, gamma female, omega female, and finally the sigma female. Okay, we're going to do the sigma female because this lone wolf marches at the beat of her own drum. She doesn't take orders from anyone. She's quite a rebel. You double cross her, she will make you pay. All right. The woman's always been around, but this title has been creeping up in pop culture recently. This woman has been around since the dawn of time. Now, the name is Sigma Female, just popped up in pop culture. And she will make those who hurt her pay. Okay? Sigma female is a term used to describe women who are strong, charming, assertive, confident like the alpha female, but also are also self-reliant, highly independent, enjoy spending time alone. All right. So, and she also goes by another name, Lone Wolf. So many of you probably presume the lone wolf is a male, but many forgot that she also can become a female. Marches to the beat of her own drum. She doesn't get lost in her own thoughts. She's confident, okay? Look at this. Another expression often used to describe this type of woman is lone wolf. You may have a Sigma female in your life. You might be the Sigma woman in your life. So let's take note. Okay, now that you're on this page right now on YouTube, I need you to take cues from what I'm reading. You could be at work. You could be listening to your headphones while you're working. You could be driving your automobile. Perhaps you could probably download my videos using the helper program in the browser to listen on your phone, to enjoy, listen to my speech, which my goal in life is to pass out information at no cost to you. Okay? Here's what you need to know about this rare and impressive archetype. Now, if you think Sigma males are really bad, try double crossing the Sigma female. And hopefully you don't. I pray to God you don't. Because the Sigma female is ruthless when she's assertive, when she's ruthless. Here's what you need to know about this rare and impressive archetype. So, 25 interesting traits of a Sigma woman. All right. She is the rare lone wolf woman. Just like the Sigma male is a lone wolf man, the Sigma female is a lone wolf woman. One of the rarest breed out there. And they could come in different skin types or skin tones, different nationalities, different walk of life, different backgrounds. And furthermore, you ask her the truth, okay? It will be painful to get it from her because she does not sugarcoat her words. She doesn't be around the bush, okay? Remember, the Sigma female goes her own way. So too many people in so-called buildings we call churches, they judge the Sigma man and the Sigma woman the wrong way. They'll persuade you that they are of the evil. And that is so far from the truth, okay? So here's what thing I got to say. Here's one thing I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spit it out. I'm going to spit it out right now. Most judgmental people you'll find often run to church on a Sunday morning and Wednesday nights and sometimes Friday night doing night services. Are you following me on this? Now, the Sigma male and the Sigma female do not judge anyone. But trust me, they can see through toxic people. They can destroy narcissists in ways that you cannot imagine. Now, let's get back into this article. I don't know about you, but I am excited. Life offers plenty of interest. She doesn't use other people to amuse herself. This rare lone wolf woman doesn't mind eating alone, dining alone, living alone, or actually being alone. And many people just sit back and they look at her. Oh, I feel pity her. She ain't got no friends. Hey, wait a minute. Sigma females do have friends. You just don't know who they are. Alrighty? Here's the original independent woman. The Sigma female's original independent woman. She's practically the blueprint for it, so to speak. She does things for herself. She doesn't need anyone to support her. She doesn't even follow the crowd. Get this. The Sigma woman is an independent thinker. And she's not living off anyone else's timeline for her life. She doesn't feel societal pressure to conform because she trusts her own flawless internal judgment. Number 3, she keeps her standards high and never compromises them. This is one tough cookie you can't crack. The Sigma female never settles in relationships. She keeps her standards high and never compromises them. She knows exactly what she brings to the table. She has no interest in wasting her time. In fact, this applies to her relationship, friendship, work, and in life in general. She knows what she wants and she goes for it. If something doesn't meet her standards, she lets it go poof. She'll cut that person that is dragging her down. She'll cut him loose. No questions asked. The Sigma lady isn't going to follow up with a man who never texts back. She's never going to stay at a job where it makes her feel unappreciated. So to the bosses out there that watches my channel, please take note. Please take note. The lone wolves, you think you can be funny and push them around. Don't be surprised if they come back and to challenge your authority. Remember, if you fire a lone wolf, they will make you pay in a way that you won't see it coming. If you hire a lone wolf, you just hired a unique employee whose goal is to better themselves. She has standards and she sticks to them. Back to this article, okay? It makes her seem uncompromising, but she learned that compromising on deal breakers has a price tag that she's willing not to pay. All right? Deal breakers, compromising on deal breakers has a price tag she's not going to pay up front. Authenticity has a price tag, and that is very important. Now, that is her life, and she's making the most of it, okay? Number 4, she's loyal. If Sigma is in your life, you notice she's incredibly loyal. She doesn't let just anyone close to her. Okay? She tends to have a ton of casual friends, acquaintances, but only a handful of genuinely close inner circle relationships. Okay? She's loyal, fears when it comes to her closest relationship. She is the ultimate ride or die, call in the middle of the night to bury a body friend. If you cross her, and I just hope that she's not a Sigma empath. If she's a Sigma empath, don't count yourself to be off the hook. The Sigmas are the most dangerous breed out there if you want to cross them. Okay? Because there is that indivisible someone inside that physical body that's twice as strong than the physical body itself. So let's get back to this. So she's anything but a fair weather friend. Number 5, she eschews or hates societal standards. Sigma female doesn't experience peer pressure. She has her own internal compass and she genuinely doesn't care about societal standards. Okay, she is not interested in conforming to or living her life by anyone else's rules. That makes her a rebel. She makes her own rules. Sometimes people see her as rebellious. That's simply not the case. She's not rebelling against anything. She's ignoring the rules entirely and making her own set of rules that she is comfortable by. Like the Sigma male does. Okay? She accepts what other people have right to live and how they want. She is asserting her right to do the same. Now, what society itself thinks about it is frankly none of their business. And she likes it that way. Number 6, she's self-reliant. This right there is very intimidating to men out there who sees a woman taking care of her, holding down her own. This intimidates men to no end. You'll notice a Sigma female are incredibly self-reliant. This is not the woman sitting around looking for a mate to rescue. She has neither the time nor the patience for that. It says she's working towards her goals and taking care of herself. That's just how she likes it. This can be very intimidating for men. Did you know that? Well, she has a hard time asking for help because she does it so rarely. Most of the time, she just does just fine on her own. Now, she's assertive. Are you ready for me to read for you? She's assertive. Number 7. The Sigma female is assertive. In society and the corporate cultures, this can give her a reputation for being a bitch. But that's misogyny for you, isn't it? That she's not being a kind of professional. She's telling it to you in a raw, unpleasant truth. She's telling it to you like it is. If she were a man, this wouldn't be in question. And it would, in fact, be admired because she's a woman. She has a bad reputation just because she stands up for herself and says what she's thinking and doesn't play mind game. She's preferring, instead of speak up and directly, to handle her business. I feel bad for players or bad boys trying to push over a Sigma female because she's a woman. If you think you can push over this woman, just hope she's not a Sigma empath. That's what this is describing, a Sigma empath. More on that later on. Okay, number 8, she's authentic. She's not fake. She's not put on and want to cosplay because children think it's so fun to cosplay, play characters of this, play characters of that, and pretending. Lone wolves are real. Okay? Let me give you a brief example of this. Let's just say that you're going to a bank to take care of business. And the bank robber comes into the bank, pulls out a gun. He's got real bullets in it. He's over there aiming at everybody, wants everybody to dump their money into his bag. Can you picture somebody cosplaying with that bank robber with a real weapon? They want to play that bank robber role. They want to play with that robber. He's got real bullets. That makes the Sigma female and the Sigma male both very dangerous to reckon with. So before you go out and want to cosplay in this world and play the character of so-so, this is a real deal, all right? The Sigma empath are loving creatures. They're very passionate, very loving, very kind. But once you get them started, there's no going back. Now, the Sigma female is authentic. This lone wolf woman isn't trying to emulate anyone else. Why would she want to copycat anyone else? That would be cosplaying or playing a character, huh? She thinks she's pretty awesome as she is, but not because she's conceited, because she's content with herself. She's happy with herself. She don't need nobody to validate her. She can validate herself alone. She doesn't see the need to pretend to be anyone else. She's just not a game player. You see where I'm coming at? The Sigma woman keeps it simple by always being true to who she is. By not trying to be anything she is not. Number 9, she values honesty. Because the lone wolf woman is unfailing, authentic, she despises lies and liars. She simply has no tolerance for dishonesty. Trust me, on this video, if you lie to a Sigma male or a Sigma female, get this, your truth will always be questioned when you speak after you get caught lying. And Sigma empath can detect liars far off. Okay? Her love of honesty means she'll respect you for speaking up if what you have to say hurts her feeling. She prefers honesty to even the kindest little white lie. Oh, yes. Take note. So, avoid lying to a Sigma female because you're going to get caught. And remember, liars give themselves away. Remember that, okay? Liars give themselves away, even when they're not thinking. Okay? Now, betrayal doesn't sit well with a Sigma female. Not it sits well with anyone. She values honesty so much she will see a lack of integrity in others as a deal breaker. Sorry about this. I got all these ads popping up. Got all these ads popping up. I'm trying to keep from, keep from letting you see it. She may not unfriend you, but she will certainly remove people who betray her from her inner circle. She will do it in the speed of the flick of a light switch. She has a very close relationship with the truth and vibes well with others who feels the same. Number 10, she hates the heck out of gossip. Sigma female is all about integrity. Why can't she just stand gossip? She's not interested in unfound rumors, conjecture, even gossip that is absolutely confirmed to be true. She lived by the motto, is it kind, is it true, is it necessary? And three of those phrases, she lives by it. So does a Sigma male, does the same thing. He lives by that too as well. She doesn't like this low vibing energy of talking about other people behind their backs. And what's even scary, she's definitely more likely to say it to your face than talk about it with others. Ouch. It's a trait that may be off-putting to some, but it's an underappreciated sign of integrity. Let me tell you what, she's the type that she has to see it right before her eyes to make the assumption or make her decision. Do you follow me? Number 11, she's not judgmental. The lone female doesn't judge you. Not on the first impression, not because of something she heard about you. She's more of a wait and see kind of person. She's got an open mind. She sees the humanity as complex and rarely black and white. And furthermore, if her impression of you isn't good, she'll likely allow you to do over before making any adjustment. Because she gets that we all have bad days. She's understanding. She's not into making snap judgment, but prefer to assess for herself if someone belongs in her inner circle or merely somewhere on the outskirts. You know, she's self-aware, right? She is self-aware and she's highly confident. So she's not judgmental. Number 12, she's always learning. Do you want to know where you'll find this Sigma female at in a meeting? She'll be somewhere in the back of the room where you can't see her. Because she is listening, watching, observing. And notice this. It's the quiet ones you have to worry about. Not just the man, but the woman. Okay? Not just the man that's silent and quiet and observing, but the woman who is silent and quiet and observing. And she's a force not to be reckoned with. Try to bully a Sigma female or put your hand on her. I don't know how it will end for you. If you're the Sigma female listening to this, you definitely know that I'm hitting the nail on the head. Okay? Number 12, she's always learning. Have I mentioned that Sigma female is incredibly intelligent? She's not book smart either. She's street smart too, because she's always absorbing the world around her. The Sigma female is hungry for knowledge. She's always expanding her worldview. This isn't the kind of woman who will commit to an opinion where there's plenty of evidence that she's wrong. This is the woman who conducts her own independent scholarly research before she comes to a conclusion about a topic. So many people will get intimidated by this. And a Sigma empath fits every list of these traits to a T. Now, to any men out there that are watching this video, if you think, well, you know what, I'll just make her mad and let me go get a thrill out watching her get angry. You toy with a Sigma female or a Sigma male, I promise you, this will be your biggest regret. And they don't offer second chances. You only have one chance. And if you think you can just go out and play with people, torment them, bully them, you're in for a rude awakening. You're in for a rude awakening. So you're going to be in for a rude awakening, seriously. I wouldn't want to put my hands on her because she will fight back. Anyway, so back to the article. So we're going to go ahead and, okay. This woman who conducts her own independent research, she comes to a conclusion about a topic, okay. She values inner beauty over outer beauty, okay. We know that outer beauty fades over time, but she values the inner beauty, the one on the inside. The Sigma woman tends to be beautiful. She just, in fact, there's something about her that shines from within. Her personality, she has an aura that glows from within going outward. Okay? She knows at a certain age that, age sign's going to creep up, but she values her inner beauty. And she does not believe in superficial stuff out there in the world. All right? Because she values inner beauty so much that more the outer beauty. All right? She's not superficial. Whether she wears makeup or doesn't, she projects confidence, kind, self-assurance. Something that's just describably beautiful. Sigma female is the woman you just want to be around when she feels good and makes others feel good about themselves. All right. Number 14, she's successful. It's surprising that Sigma woman is successful. After all, she's strong, independent, self-reliant. She knows what she wants and goes after it. She's one of those people who sees obstacles merely as opportunities. And while she's got plenty of goals, she enjoys her journey too. In fact, her success may not always measure up to society's views of it. And yet, she's successful nonetheless. She understands she could be rich with a poor attitude and broke with an enriched one. That's opposite from society right there. Society over there putting all this bling on, all this little shiny bling and gold covering their teeth and piercing and tattoos. They want to just go out there, show it off. To the Sigma female, that's superficial. It doesn't make her happy. To her, that is playing out, jeopardizing your own status to try to please other people. You have major insecurity issues in her eyes. In fact, her success may not always measure up to society's views of it, and yet she's successful nonetheless. She understands she could be rich with a poor attitude, broke with an enriched one. She's not necessarily climbing the corporate ladder to smile at you from a magazine covers. She's content with her life all the same, okay? And she knows that true success is measured by happiness, not wealth, okay? That's where many people miss the message. Yet she often manages to create both along the way of simply being herself. This drives men insane. She's not a pushover. She's confident in her own skin, so to speak. All women are challenged to love themselves in the society. She's no exception. The Sigma female is not entirely impervious to the beauty standards. She knows what they are. She decided they don't define her worth as a human being. Society's worth doesn't define the Sigma female as a human being. See, society puts labels on everybody. You follow me? She's done the impossible for many women and simply embraced herself, flaws and all. Many women depend on their men to live in this cold, cruel world. She defied all odds, and every time somebody tries to say, oh no, well, you know what, I bet you ain't gonna make it. Well, I bet you ain't gonna do this. Well, I bet you ain't gonna do that. She went out there and busted her chops to prove everyone wrong. And when she did that, she's blown everybody away. She's done the impossible for many women, simply embrace herself, flaws and all. And she looks so good because she feels good. She loves her body, whether anyone else approves of her or not. And what you think of her, she frankly doesn't care or give a rat's behind. In fact, she probably got a few handy clapbacks up her sleeve for anyone who feels the need to weigh in on how she looks. She hasn't asked for their opinion. So people who misjudge the Sigma female has already missed the mark of her successes. Okay, number 16, she avoids drama. She avoids drama. The Sigma woman is never one for drama. She gives as good as she gets an argument. But she doesn't see the point. It's very draining. All right? She'd rather find a solution than spend time arguing about different points of view. She's a solution person who, you know, she is a solution mindset person. She's looking for a solution for a problem. This makes her an excellent mediator and a team member. She gets right to the heart of the matter, skip the drama. In fact, you'll probably notice she doesn't keep a lot of high drama people in her life. She kicks them out. She finds it exhausting, doesn't even vibe that level of constant chaos. It drains her social battery. Okay? It drains her to the point where she cannot get up and keep going. She needs her strength to keep going. Number 17, she's an innovator. She innovates. She comes up with crafty ideas how to make progress on the job, so to speak. All right? She is creative and naturally she's inventive. She sees solutions for everyday problems. She's not thinking outside the box. There's no box as far as she's concerned. That's why so many people go to her for advice. Okay, you go to her and you ask her a question, well, give me time to think about it. She'll sit here and think it over. Think things over, and do a flowchart mentality like the Sigma male does and come up with a solution. And when the person who has problems sees the Sigma female's point of view, they're going to take it and run with it and say their problem was solved. Sigma female won't steer you wrong. She can clearly see the answers. If she doesn't have one, she'll dive in and problem solve until she comes up with something. She doesn't give up. Listen, a Sigma female refuses to surrender. And she's a fighter. As I spoken beforehand, number 18, she could be considered intimidating. Many people find a Sigma female intimidating. She's smart, beautiful, and successful. She says what's on her mind. For some people, that's just hard to take. That aura, okay? So, let's get down to the heart of the matter. Some people resent who she is. She puts a lot of backlash against her. It's just sexism, plain and simple. In fact, she's like to point out that she's not intimidated, that you're intimidated just because you're intimidated. To her, that sounds like you problem, not none of her business. That right there is confidence radiating from within, shining out. Many men who approach this lone wolf woman, want to get to know her, will be intimidated. And any alpha women out there that comes across a sigma woman or sigma female, the alpha will get intimidated without even trying. The sigma female will intimidate the alpha without trying. It's just the aura that shines from within out. Number 19, she's got a great sense of humor. Wasn't one of the first qualities you might think of as in a sigma female. This lone wolf woman has a great sense of humor. She's smart, sometimes has the most unexpected, perfectly timed zingers. She'll keep you laughing. She even laughs at herself. Even if she teases, it's only ever in good fun. She's not the type to make a joke about something that will hurt your feelings, no matter how blunt she might be. So trust me, she's got a heck of a sense of humor, just like the Sigma male does. Shoot, I am a Sigma male, and I have a twisted sense of humor. And sometimes I'll say some of the things as a lone wolf, it would have people laughing their heads off. Seriously. I like to combine both common sense and humor into one line. People will get it. Other people won't. But remember, everybody's different. Number 20, she's a bit of a mystery. Sigma female isn't the easy one for some people to figure out. She's good with people, but doesn't prefer them. She's successful, but doesn't chase leadership position. She's beautiful, but doesn't care about beauty standards or society's beauty standards. Okay? She's living her best life, doesn't even care if society approves of it. For many, this awe-inspiring is a little hard to understand. How she do it? She'd probably tell you she's unwilling to be anything but herself. Either you get it or you don't get it. Yeah, she can lead. God forbid if somebody put a Sigma female as a GM of a company, all right, working for a Sigma, you got to be able to get in there and try your hard to work for a Sigma. Because these people don't play by society's rules. They play by their own. Did you get it? Now, 21. She's emotionally intelligent. Have you noticed the Sigma female can immediately read the room? Not all women can do that, right? They cannot always read the room. It's just not the woman intuition. The lone wolf female seems to be attuned to other people's emotions. And you probably heard me talking about this here. In fact, she may in fact identify as an empath, a Sigma empath that is. The one I was telling everybody, do not piss them off. Okay? She picks up on what other people are saying, even though they're not saying anything at all. She reads energy and body language, and she adjusts accordingly. The Sigma empath can be either a man or a woman. Don't matter what color of the skin the person may be or what nationality they're from. If you have them as friends, you treat them with honesty, you will not be alone. Okay? If you double cross them, you will pay the price and you will wish you never met them, so to speak. I'm just adding my 2 cents in, okay? Number 22, she loves adventure. She could be a nomad in this part right here. There are 3 types of sigmas in 3 distinct groups. You got the black sheep misfits. You got the number 2, the nomads, who never stay in the same place long. They love to go out hiking, adventure, etc. Then you got the 3, the visionaries, which is usually found in the upper management of any major corporations that exist today. And they're good at crunching numbers, finding solutions for business, help the business get their spreadsheets balanced. You name it. Okay? Now, the lone wolf woman really goes her own way. She sees life as a marvelous adventure. She doesn't mind traveling alone if she means that she gets to see the world. Of course, she treats every day as an adventure, doesn't need an overseas trip to find novelty in the world around her. She loves exploring new perspectives, meeting new people, having new experience. She's also a risk taker. Some women don't even take risks. She has a long list of adventures she would love to try. Okay? Just remember the sigmas, either male or female, are extremely hard to read. So since we're talking about the sigma female, I'm hoping you are absorbing the information I'm giving you. I love to share valuable info to help people grow in life. Now, number 23, she's an unintentional influencer. A Sigma female doesn't care about making friends, influencing people. She tends to be an unintentional influencer anyways. Her style is trend-setting without her even trying. Other people tend to find her life inspiring. She's just being herself. And it makes other people want to be more themselves too. It's more of a contagious type right there. That's why she's an exceptional leader. 24, she adapts easily. Okay? That makes it hard to spot a Sigma female right here. She adapts easily. You notice a Sigma female isn't first to fuss about changes. She's probably calculating how to spin them to her advantage. So to speak, she adapts easily and sees the possibilities within the challenge. She doesn't moan and groan and bellow and bellyache over changes. She looks at ways to spin it to her advantage to help grow within herself, so to speak. No, she adapts easily, sees possibility within the challenges. That doesn't mean she loves every change. It means she just do it strong enough to figure out how to make the unexpected work for her. From changing that work to a broken heart, she turns into an ultimate glow up in possibilities to better herself. Now, she doesn't settle for pookies or ray-rays or some of these dregs or scrubs off the streets to get in a relationship. The Sigma female herself has very high standards. Okay, the Sigma female may be a career woman, stay-at-home mom, a footloose freelance traveler, or anything else, but there's one thing you should understand about her. She is down for the most powerful partners in an equitable relationship that reciprocates equally. She gives love, she wants love back. And to take note, she doesn't like players or anybody that wants to hit it, quit it, brag about the trophy, whatever. She's not into that. Okay? So you're trying to get into the Sigma female's pants. You're in for a lot of trouble ahead. She probably will fight ruthless. I wouldn't want to mess with a Sigma empath. Okay? A Sigma female will not want commitment at all. If she does, she's going to look for someone who's already at her level, not someone who simply wants to be. Number 3, she's not interested in partners who don't have their lives together. Those are Pookies and Ray Rays. They don't have their lives together. And we're going to go through the partners here, right here. She's not interested in partners who don't. Okay, she wants an equal partner who's willing to have an equitable relationship with her. She doesn't want a partner who does not know how to source clean clothes or meals without her help. And she's not a fan of small talk. If you go up to her with a small talk, you're in for a rude awakening. She wants someone who is fully evolved adult who can have fascinating conversations, make her laugh, and can enrich her on a rich life. Now remember, the Sigma female hates the social hierarchy. She hates it so much that she even isolated herself from the hierarchy. All right? Now, frequently asked questions, okay, is being a Sigma female good? I tell you what, if you possess a lone wolf personality, you possess marching at the beat of your own drum. You possess emotional intelligence. And you are assertive as if you're coming across as being a bitch. And if you can cut people out of your inner circle in a flick of a light switch, you know what? You are more likely a Sigma female. And you're one of those badass women out there who will not succumb to the demands of society. She will not succumb to society's standards, society's methods, and everything else. That's just how she is. So, is being a Sigma female good? Well, I'm going to ask you that. Is it good? What made you into this? Was it circumstances? Was it growing up from a dysfunctional family as a childhood into the adult life? Or was it some real horrible real life experience that caused you to become a lone wolf? People do not become lone wolves by accident. It usually is caused by circumstances, changes in life, or something like that. Now, which is better, alpha or Sigma female? Okay, alpha female is extroverted, confident, she commands the room, she seeks to be in the spotlight. Okay, the Sigma female is opposite from the alpha. Okay, the Sigma female is introverted. She's highly confident. She can read the room. Anyways, anyways, so this is very important. The female lone wolf, all right, is hard to read. Now, I'm gonna read it here. Both alpha and sigma women are amazing archetype. They're just a bit different. While the alpha female tend to enjoy being around people, is a natural leader. The sigma female is more introverted, enjoys spending time alone. Sigmas are highly independent, so this probably the trait most differentiates them from the alphas. Now, the next thing is, what do you call a sigma female? All right, well, they go by another name, the lone wolf. And these are the women you cannot read. I'm telling you. And anyways, a sigma female is basically a lone wolf. She's not only a confident and smart woman, she's also highly independent and self-reliant and enjoys her own company. And no, she does not follow society rules. Okay, is a sigma woman rare? Yes. If you come across one, please, for the love of God, do not piss her off. Because she won't make it pay. Now, sigma females are not necessarily shy. However, most of them are either introverts or ambiverts. Ambiverts is a cross between an extrovert and an introvert, and they adjust easily. Now, we're going to get into the word of caution about the sigma female personality. This woman that I'm referring to as a sigma female could be a sigma empath. If you don't know what a sigma empath is, please go to youtube.com and type in the sigma empath, the most dangerous breed. I recommend that channel for starters. I recommend that with starters. Sigma woman is a force to be reckoned with, a woman with all the powerful traits of an alpha, but none of the social constraints. Alrighty. In the hierarchy of the social archetype, we see her as on par with the alpha female. Wow. Many would argue this sigma female is altogether superior. Okay? This is where the danger of archetype exists. We categorize one human superior to the other. We come dangerously close to dehumanizing each other. It's true that leaders, both alpha and sigma female women, tend to have magnetic personalities that attract us to them, while beta female tend to be wallflowers that are happy to stay behind the scene roles. That doesn't make anyone inferior. But I must warn you in advance. You put a sigma woman in the same office with an alpha woman, one of these things can happen. Are you ready? A nasty fight will break out. Probably the alpha woman getting her tail handed to her. And probably raking up some money to hire a contractor to fix the damage done to the office. And possibly an insurance claim being filed to replace the furniture damaged by such conflicts. Because the alpha and the sigma women possess equal traits. Okay? But that doesn't make one lifestyle more intrinsically valuable than the other. In fact, many archetypes for women assign more power and influence to women who have more typically masculine traits while assigning weakness, passivity to women who prefer quiet nurturing to outspoken leadership. Remember this. The Sigma female could be a Sigma empath. And both Sigma females and Sigma males are dangerous breeds of people that exist. Because due to the ability of being hard to read and hard to decipher, and the overconfidence that shines from within and going outward makes them either intimidating or attractive to other people. Okay. Now, there's underlying misogyny here that cannot be ignored. It's in fact possible that gender fluidity has sprung up from a desire to eliminate traditional social norm in favor of allowing all genders freedom of full of human expression. Okay. Now, gender fluidity, you're either a male or a female. Okay. Now, I don't know why I read that. So these label opposite box people into assigned categories, adding unnecessary societal pressure to our lives. I just did this article to help bring out your personality, what your personality really means. Okay? A Sigma woman is arguably most powerful of the female personality types. Yet, her stance on equitable relationship will hold that everyone has intrinsic worth and value. If we remember that we can talk archetype. Remember, we're all more than just our labels. Now, in fact, a Sigma female sees your label, she'll discard them like a powerhouse she is. Go back living her best life. And we can all benefit from taking the page from her book and doing the same. Okay, let's hop over to the next article. The Lone Wolf. 16 powerful traits of a Sigma female on a hack spirit. Written by Paul Bryan. Updated January 21st of 2023. Okay. The 16 powerful traits of a Sigma female. Now, number one, she's charismatic, natural born leader. Okay, one of the powerful traits of a Sigma female is her charisma and confidence. This is her strong. She is the strong, silent type. Everyone's drawn to her because of that confidence just glowing out. She may not always be the outward leader of the group, but she is the people who turn to when times get rough and the answers are needed. The Sigma female gets respect as soon as she walks into the room. She has people's attention as soon as she speaks. Okay? Her friends and family looked up to her, and she attracts high-quality partners in her personal life. Now, Sigma female isn't one for drama and loud attention-getting antics. She's a low-key leader who loves love and respect. The Sigmas are queens. They're not drama queens, all right? There's a difference between those two. They naturally lead the pack in their own quiet way. They can become trendsetters without even trying. In general desire, however, to avoid the limelight, she'd do their own thing. Okay, in a meeting, she'll be at the back of the room. All right, number two, the high level of self-sufficiency. She's very, very self-sufficient. Another one of the power traits of a Sigma female is her self-sufficiency. She can work well with others, but she never demands fully on others or surrenders her agency and free will. If you want to work with her, she's welcoming and enthusiastic. She will not cling to dependency or weakness in any scenario. Whether it's work life or personal relationship or friendship, a Sigma female does not require somebody else to make her dreams work. Okay? She'll work hard solo, do whatever it takes to succeed. She's a fighter. She refuses to surrender. She loves to socialize. She will not do absolutely fine spending time long periods on her own honing her skills, setting herself up for a bright future, so to speak. As a wise thinker says, it's not that a Sigma fail lacks social skills. She would prefer to be alone instead of in a social circle. That doesn't make her less any popular, does it? A Sigma female blazes her own trail, gets things done. She's sociable, but she's not really into chit-chat or random get-together or small talk or just goofing around. She's not into that. Number 3, she never settles in a relationship. Now, the Sigma female can either get an alpha, a Sigma, or a beta guy to actually get into a relationship with her. The beta will follow that Sigma around. Seriously. But anyways, the Sigma will give the Sigma male will give the Sigma female plenty of space and time to, do her thing, he do his thing. So, when it comes to relationships, Sigma females can be picky, but she's never a victim. She won't go for a guy that she don't want to be with. If a relationship starts infringing on her freedom and goals, she will drop him like a hot potato that is. It's not she can't take hard times or disagreements. She absolutely can. If she doesn't enjoy wasting time on something that's not going anywhere or sapping her energy and focus for the sake of drama. You get it? A Sigma female wants to be with an equally strong and confident man. She knows exactly how to empower him to be one. Men, are you taking note? Her hero instinct is a new concept in relationship psychology. It's right up in her alley. This excellent free video explains men have biological urge to step up for women, earn a respected return. This is hardwired into honest, hardworking men. It's hardwired into men. I know that sounds kind of silly. A Sigma female doesn't need a hero in her life. But here's the ironic truth. Men do need to be a hero because it's built into their DNA to seek out a relationship that allows them to feel like one. A few women who actually realize they gain a lot of strength and power in the way that they approach the relationship. So, I'm not going to watch that video because I don't want it to, infringe on anybody else's rights. Okay. Number 4, Sigma female looks for answers, not excuses. So if you're over here, you screw up. All right. She wants answers. But you're sitting there, excuse. She'll drop you like a hot potato. She'll probably ghost you, ignore you. All right. A Sigma female is something of an introverted alpha. She looks for answers, not excuses. All right? When life is hard, she's on the job being as steadfast as possible, pursuing her goals, standing by her core values that she created for herself. All right? In a world of excuses almost good enough for a Sigma female is quietly working out her life and goals behind the scenes. She's creating, innovating, relentlessly invested her life and the life of those she cares about. Sigma female is a conundrum and a mystery, but she's beautiful mystery. So, you must take note. All right, she may appear cold or detached on the surface. There's a fiery core burning inside which drives her to heights and achievements. People call her emotionally unavailable, but she's anything but that. Take note, nobody pushes her around. The Sigma female is a winner. If when she loses, it's just a lesson, an obstacle. It makes her stronger in the long run. As I said, Sigma empath, you knock them down, they're going to come back up stronger. Okay? Nobody pushes her around. Nobody tells her what she's worth or what her abilities are. She defines her boundaries and pushes the limits to the absolute maximum to achieve her dreams. So, take note of this. If she's a Sigma empath, if you try to put her down, demote her, insult her, she'll surge past you in a cloud of dust and quietly leaving you behind in your bitterness. So if you hired a Sigma female, she is a pearl in your business that will give you growth. Okay? She defines her boundaries, pushes the limits to absolute maximum to achieve her dreams. Sigma female isn't there for drama. She's there for the results. That's a big difference. There's some women who thrive on drama in life. They have fun. They get a thrill out of drama. The results are what she gets. Hustling consistently for a health and financial life, love life, family life, work life, and spirituality. Okay? She isn't going to take the second best. She isn't going to let anyone, even her closest friend, tell her when enough. She'll decide that on her own. Not being pushed around is a surefire sign of a Sigma female. But what else makes you unique and exceptional? To help you find the answer, I've created a fun quiz for personal few questions. I'll reveal what your personality superpower is. See how you tell it, okay? Now, I'm going to put this Hack Spirit link in the description box for you to take that quiz to see what kind of a female you are, okay? She's loyal and doesn't let friends down. So if you're looking for most powerful traits of a Sigma female, then look no further than her immense loyalty. This woman absolutely has your back if she says she does. There's no doubting it. She will come through and behind you through thick and thin, and temporarily fight or disappointment would never be enough to sour the sabotage bond you have with her. She will fight for that friendship. Sigma female is someone others trust, turn to in the hardest time, as I was saying. For this reason, she's often the rock of a friend group who rely on trust when they are in the darkest hour. Now, as Brandon writes, a Sigma female will never forget what someone has done for them and will always be ready to repay the debt to someone whom they are close. Getting close to a Sigma female means you have an ally by your side who is always going to be there to stand for you. Remember that. So, now, she's independent and strong. So, Sigma female is a loner with a chip on her shoulder, okay? She's a woman who makes the conscious choice of being independent, who has the strength to fortitude to stay the course and follow her dreams. Whether she's at work, wowing clients, earning the respect of admiration of her colleagues, or at home raising children, making a home, Sigma female is an icon for all of us. She knows how to handle her own shit so that she can get back to others. I'm sorry if I use profanity, but that's what the article said. She never leans on someone else to give her the answer to resources to get the job done, so to speak. If the Sigma female is often the breadwinner of a family or a couple, she can also even be more effective behind the scenes, organized, arranging things so that who come to her are taken care of and cared for. All right. Number 8, her personality is fascinating and mysterious. Again, I said she intimidates men when she comes around. I'm telling you. Now, a personality of a Sigma woman is far from average. She usually has a killer sense of humor and sharp wit and empathetic nature, which makes her a Sigma empath, high emotional intelligence. Anyway, her downside is that she could come across as closed off and aloof to those around her. But once you get past the surface, you'll find it's often not the case. Did you get that? The Sigma woman's like an enigma that attracts some and frustrates others. It can take time and patience to crack her shell, but once she lets you in there, there's a world of possibility of discoveries awaiting. The Sigma female attracts those because she is not easy to read, but she's always genuine. Okay? She will tend to attract people who open up to her or are interested in her opinions and judgment. As the author Madeline writes in here, so to speak, the world is made of mysteries, and I was only a riddle among the millions. I did not answer him and pretend to frustration. I began to see that it would bless him in some strange way. The door that I did not open at is not with novelty in his own right. It's kind of relief as well. The world confessed to him, he confessed to me, so to speak. The Sigma female is always open-minded and curious about the world. She tends to be a hyper observers. Okay, you ever seen a woman standing in the back of a room reading, listening, watching, and observing? You more likely had a Sigma female in your meeting. If you want to learn more about the traits of a highly observant person, check out the video below. She's high, and number 9, she has high standards for finding a mate. She's very picky. Sigma female has high standards in a mate. As I mentioned, she never settles in a relationship. She leaves the ones that aren't working for her or meeting her needs. She will ghost the man if he ain't pulling his weights. She will cripple herself emotionally, financially, or just in any way to make someone else happy or live up to his standards. So when it comes to finding a guy, Sigma female will bide her time. So if she has to stay single for 5 years to finally meet the man who will truly fulfill her dream, then she'll do exactly that. She'll care about the looks, lifestyle, social status generally, because she understands that these outer signs of a man's inner progress. Not to say that no outwardly unsuccessful, plain dressed man would have anything to do with him, but a Sigma female always wants the best. This includes external accomplishments. That part can be a bit complicated. That's not so much what others think of someone that always sways the Sigma. You cannot sway these people. They have a mind of an elephant. Once they got their mind made up, you can't sway them, you can't change them, you can't manipulate them, you can't get. Listen, you come across one, just say hi and then march on. Trying to change a Sigma male or Sigma female's mind is like trying to change the direction of a charging bull against a mariachi in a bull ring. Are you following me on this? Okay. The part that's a bit complicated is not so much what others think of someone that is the way Sigma. It's what she thinks of him. This is often equally based on the effort he's putting in, challenges he was overcoming, then to a static assessment of status. So when it comes to romantic relationship, this girl will be on the lookout for the best looking guy out there in a certain crowd. She is very successful. She will want him to have the same qualities, that is why she will search for an alpha male to be her new partner. Okay? Now, she doesn't conform to pop culture as the society wants her to do. The Sigma female marches by her own beat of her own drum. I'm going to read this. Sigma females march to the beat of their own drum that includes their taste in film, music, food, literature. As I said earlier, I came up with that and I just read this. One of the most powerful traits of a Sigma female is that she thinks for herself, loves what she loves regardless of popularity. If her thing is 1950s film noir, then she sticks with it. If she unironically loves the 1990s boy band Hanson, then that's all there is to it. She could take a joke, but she will ultimately bend and change just to fit in the current trends. Okay? This is a strong trait that carries over every area of the Sigma female's life. It also means she's a great person to go to if you're looking to unique recommendations about what to read, watch, play, and turn video game, for example. A Sigma female is an ironclad who loves what she loves, doesn't tailor it to fit anyone else's demands. Now, let's take a good look at this. Number 11, she means what she says. No, if she tells you to back off and you sitting here just playing goofy and you sitting there just think she ain't gonna do nothing and you're waiting for her to react, it's gonna be a bad move. She tells you to back off, you should back off. Okay. Number 11, she says means what she says. A Sigma woman doesn't talk frivolously. If she says something, then you should bet your bottom dollar she means it. This increased amount of people trusting her makes her respectful at her job and her personal life. These days, there's so much talk out there on social media, texting, and our popular culture, pop culture. The fact that Sigma woman doesn't bother with all this junk makes her a breath of fresh air to those around her. Okay? It also means you do any business with her or make an agreement, she will do her level best to stick by it and see it through. All right? The Sigma woman builds trust and respect, however, when it goes because of her practice of speaking truthfully as much as possible. Take note, you break that trust with a Sigma female, she will avoid you. If you double cross her, she'll pay you back. She will make it to where you wish you never met her. Okay? She will make you wish you never met her. If you double cross her, you most likely live to regret it. So let's just say you walked up to a Sigma female and you said, "Can I borrow $20?" Then turn around, you don't show up. You say, "Oh, I'll promise you I'm going to pay you back." She's counting on you to pay her back. Not because it's the right thing to do, okay? Because she's over here banking on your word. Guess what? If you renege on it and you double cross her just to get that money, oh yeah, she's going to remember that. Okay? A Sigma female is not a vengeful or petty person. She doesn't hold grudges or gravitate to drama. If you cheat her in business or romance, you will pay for it. She'll make sure you pay for what you did by giving you an earful or making you repay for the damages you did. In practical situations such as disagreement or conflicts, which means a Sigma female doesn't let herself get pushed around. If her car gets dinged by a driver, she will calmly, firmly ask for proper paperwork to get the insurance to cover it. Okay? As I said about the boss or someone in authority being irresponsible or stupid, she will call him or her out. Meaning she will challenge authority. It's just who she is and the code she lives by. You follow me? She adapts to change without too much drama. All right. Change can be hard all of us at times, including the Sigma female. Setback or changes are just fact of life. She knows that. She embraces this as much as possible, adapts rapidly. Because the Sigma female is oriented toward her own values and priorities, she doesn't tend to be dependent on outer circumstances. If a job or relationship goes south, she finds a way to roll with the punches and come back from it. In other words, she'll bounce back. She'll use that as an opportunity to bounce back, so to speak. The Sigma female is a lone wolf who heads into unknown territory bravely and energetically. She wants to explore the unknown. Okay, she never sits back and let life come to her. She goes out and finds it herself. So when the change inevitably arrives, she moves with it instead of against it. You know how some people get changes and they grumble and bail and bellyache over changes? Well, she embraces it. Now, she doesn't judge others without knowing them. We live in a day where we're basically surrounded by rumors and chit chat 24/7. Social media, TV, a fast paced news cycle encourages addiction to drama and judgment. And by the way, did you know there's people out there painting a version of you that doesn't even exist to other people, and they actually buy into it? Until later on in life, then they cautiously approach you to get to talk to you on a deep level. They say, wow, so-so said this, so-so said that about you. And I believed it. I can't believe I was a fool for believing others. See, being a Sigma, you cannot believe gossip. Now, how dare he do that? She's such a bitch. Or things you could hear any given day about celebrity, politician, or person. But a Sigma female doesn't have interest in this pile-ons and judging people she doesn't know well. She's the type that she has to see it right in front of her to believe it, so to speak. Do you see where I'm going at with this? Even if someone is truly toxic loser, she won't throw them under the bus based on their reputation. The Sigma female really has to get to know someone to see them in action for her to judge them in any significant way. She's not interested in a secondhand reputation or deciding who's someone else without finding it out for herself. Basically, she's a see it to believe it type person. This makes her a very good judge of character because Sigma female only judges those she knows and seen up close in action. Number 15, she embraces risk and adventures. Now, she likes to go on adventures. She'll take a vacation. All right? As someone who adapts quickly to change the roles with the punches, Sigma female embraces adventure. She takes risk when necessary when knows that you have to go out on a limb sometimes to see really sizable rewards. If this means moving to a new city or taking a chance on love, then she'll do it. She's far from reckless, but she's brave. The Sigma female has a clear set of goals and priorities that she sticks to them. She adapts to the outer needs of changes so they come and make big moves when she deems it necessary. As someone named Philip shares this here, once you're convinced that the cost of status quo is too high and sustained, the reasonable expected gains are too great and to ignore, then ask yourself how you could scrape together what is needed and start moving forward. This question opens your eyes, rewards you may have forgotten or not, though earlier when your mind was focused on potential losses. So, anyways, She hates gossip and baseless rumors. She does not listen to what celebrities doing, what politicians are doing. She don't listen to the mainstream media. She don't listen to all that garbage. Okay. In addition, avoiding judging others makes her, unless she knows them. The Sigma female hates gossip and baseless rumors. One thing she doesn't see the point. What do they accomplish? Wasted time and bitterness. Another thing, gossip rumors is not fun for the Sigma female. She enjoys her time alone, working on projects, spending time with one or two close friends, concerning herself with supposed actions and controversies. People are just not worth it for her, so to speak. Now, Sigma female enigma. Okay? Sigma females can be a bit of an enigma to people around them. They sometimes be mistaken for an alpha female who's just unique and doesn't talk as much. The truth is, Sigma females and Sigma males are one of the rarest personality types. As I stated earlier, okay? It'd be harder for them to meet the right person romantically, find their place in the world. But when they do, then the world had better watch out because they're competent, self-sufficient, and determined. As a wise thinker said in the video, Sigma female is a special breed. Sigma woman is self-sufficient and does her own thing. She's like an introverted alpha, even though some of her close friends might be extroverts. Now, I'm glad you got a chance to let me. Now, we're going to go to IdeaPod to learn about the Sigma female because there are several articles here talking about the Sigma female, okay? IdeaPod has one, okay? Now, the Sigma woman is a independent, doesn't mind going against the grain. So, again, she's like a Sigma male. She goes against the grain. She's independent. That's a hallmark trait of a Sigma female. She's intimidating. She's self-sufficient. She's mysterious. She fit into social situations. She doesn't follow trends. She's not on her timeline, okay? That's where a lot of people mistake Sigma females. Well, I don't know how old you are, but you better have a kid before your eggs dry up. She said, Your biological clock is ticking. She don't care about that. These are unfortunate, uncommon, quite normal questions when a woman is in her 20s and 30s. Did you know that? That could be a lot for women, and women know it. Sigma females know this too. They don't give in to the pressure. Okay? She doesn't care for excuses. She'll never lower her standards. And she adapts to changes. So, anyways, this is from IdeaPod. I'm going to let you read that when you get a chance. This was produced, updated on March 6, 2023, okay? Now, infographic. The Sigma female is a woman who is an independent, strong, and enigmatic, has unique interests, lives by her rules. She's mysterious, independent, stays away from gossip, does not judge, stands up for herself, straightforward, strong, born leader, adaptable. Now, she carries the aura like the Sigma male does. It's mysterious. She has that mysterious nature. She's intimidating. She's compassionate from within. She loves being independent. She's a team player. She's most loyal of the lot. She leads her life her way. She isn't into socializing. She could be a showstopper any day. She finds excuses lame. She won't judge you. She hates gossiping. And she's a dedicated woman. She hardly keeps up with the trends. She makes her own trends. And anyways, when she's assertive, she could come across as a bitch in the workplace environment. Did you know that? And anyways, I'm going to put this link in the description below. I want you to go ahead, right click on each link and open a page. It's going to be there. I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I did. And thank you for watching the video. And if you want to learn more about the Sigma female, you came to the right place. And you know what else? She is a force to be reckoned with. And oh, by the way, I'm going to find that video of the Sigma empath, and I'm going to put it in the description below. The Sigma empath also goes along with this. It goes to align with this video I just did. Okay? Thank you for watching this video, and peace.